Hi, this is Dave Bennett with ThemeDayHTML.com. We just released the latest version of our panel, and it's got a couple of very new, very cool features. And with that, we're coming out with an interesting intro deal. Okay, I just want to show you this real quick. So, what do we have here? Looping video. We actually have looping video and static sliders. Let me refresh, and you'll be able to see that correctly. So, the page will load up. Okay, and here you go. And you can have a static image. You can have a looping video of any length because you can set the slider delay. And then you can also have static images, and you can also set the slider delay. By the way, these little links, when you hover over this with your mouse, it sits still so you can focus on it. But take a look. See that? Social icons, they really work. A contact us button could be contact us or continue, read more, whatever you want. I know that the print is white on the background, but you can completely change the color, the font, the style, the size, anything you want. You can also change the colors of these. You can flip them off or on if you don't want them on. You can use this or not use this. So for instance, if I pull off, you can see how that goes with individual choices on these slides when it gets through the slider delay. There we go. There you go. So that's how that works. Now I want to show you a lot more about this template really quick. So it's a basic template, okay? It's pretty nice to look at. It's got the sidebar. You can flip it on or off. It's got a contact form in the sidebar. That's one of the newer features of our templates is that you actually have contact forms in the sidebar. When you scroll down, you can do what you want with the service blocks. By the way, we have this really interesting method of using image alt code. I'll explain that to you. That's something that's kind of new on these templates as well. You can have your Google Map, get in touch, contact us if you want down low. And you can change the colors of everything and so forth. Now, let me show you more because this is part of the whole. So building blocks. Let's say we wanted to create variation templates out of this. Of course, we can change everything, as you guys know. We can change everything about everything. But let me go further. New things, right? So first of all, let's say if I'm coming down in this and I'm going to look at the banner sliders, see, you can even set partial seconds for the delay time. So you can have, for instance, your intro movie, okay, that's the video in MP4, and you can have it play, okay, just a regular MP4, and you can have it play to make the point, and then when it's done playing, then what? Then you can just have your JPEG sit still, and you could set it for something like 300 seconds, 5 minutes, just because your intro movie's done, and now it's time for them to get interested in whatever they want. And so they can scroll up and down and choose whether they're going to buy something or not. Okay, there you go. And you could put multiple videos in. You can do images or videos for every single combination. Okay. Now, let me go a little further down. Remember those 3 social icons? You can make them for whatever you want and log them to your site. So you can go with a font awesome for Facebook and link it to your Facebook account. Font awesome for Twitter, your Twitter account, Google and your Google account. You can choose to flip that whole thing on or off so it does or does not appear in the banner at all. Now, what if you don't have one of these accounts, but you have some other one? Well, that's what Font Awesomes are for. Say you had, and I don't know what, there's thousands of these. Font Awesome for like Tumblr, okay? So if I come down to FA-T, I can probably find it. So if I had something like a Tumblr account and I wanted to trade this thing on Tumblr, there's probably one. There, as a matter of fact. So you can do it, right? Right there. FA Tumblr, closed. All you have to do is remember how to spell it. Tumblr. So you can either paste it in or just remember how to spell it, type it in. Okay, and then you can put in your links, and when you save the changes, either scroll to the top and hit this button, or scroll to the bottom to hit the one just like it. Then, now we have our Tumblr icon in the middle instead. So Facebook, Tumblr, and Google+. See that? And that works. So let me show you what's next, okay? Because there's a lot more. Say you want to have some useful links right up at the top, something that you can see right on the sides. Well, first of all, you would need more space, right? So far, this is inside a box. It's called boxed layout view, and it's very, very cool that way. But what if we want to go with the fluid view? Let's just show you. So just in case you're wondering, we have that here at the top, box versus fluid. So let's update, come back to this. Now check this out. Now we're at fluid view. So the entire web page operates in a fluid view, okay? And so you can just see what that looks like, okay? Little different, right? And again, you have the ability to create all the just unlimited websites. Every time you create a different website with different pages and different information on it for any industry, then you can export that, right? And you can put it on a website for somebody, or you can just go get the zip file, export it to HTML, name your zip file, you know, Bob's Plumbing, right? Because you can literally do this for any industry and hit export, okay? And then just send it to them and go, here's your new website. Just like that, perfectly free. There is no charge for unlimited website creation. Matter of fact, we teach you how to bulk export where you can literally create hundreds or thousands of websites at a time, okay? So you'll find out how that works after a while. But that'll come with the package, okay? I'm going to introduce the offer on this here when I get done explaining it, and it's very cool. I hope you like it. I think you will. What if you want to be even more specific? If you want to have more options, use your page real estate even more wisely, okay? Then you might want to throw on some banner blocks, okay? That means that you can have blocks on the left or the right or both. I'll just show you what that means. So if I flip this again, check this out. How's that for interesting? I can have things that you can choose to do right here, okay? I could have different images for these. I'm just right now I just got a placeholder image in there. And I could literally have different things you can get to immediately right here in the sign. Now you might say, okay, but that doesn't look very good because it's off, right? I agree. Let's see what we can do about that by going to the style and typography, scrolling down to where we have control over our banner slider. Banner height, 725. Maybe it'd be better if it was like 787. You think that might be a pretty good number for measuring it up? Okay, I'm just kind of like guessing out loud, right, is the idea. So check that out. Now I made a match, didn't I? So no matter how many buttons these blocks I decide to put up, I can change the height of this thing to match. Well, also I can move it the other way around, right? What if I really want the impact on the right? It's a reading order. I want people looking at this and then glancing to the right. So take a look. Banner block settings, right? Let's disable the ones on the left and enable the ones on the right. Okay, so I'll do that. Update the theme settings. And there we go. All right, now this video is too big, so I could just shorten that right up, couldn't I? I do believe it would be something like, let's see. Should be a pretty good number. But that's just it. You get control over each one you do for each purpose, right? For each next website you create, you can literally decide how you're going to control that. Want me to do something even more? Let's try this. Watch me split these things in half. I got to go back to theme settings because it's not a style. It's an actual thing that we're going to do with the buttons, right? So let's say instead of the box size on one of these buttons being large, because these are the ones on the left. Oh, they are not enabled right now. These are the ones on the right, okay? Let's say this. I'm just going to be on the right for a minute. Let's say I want to go small and small, large and large. What would happen if I do that? Because I said smalls, right? So I'm saying make these buttons smaller. Let's see what it'll do. How's that for cool? So you have options for smalls and larges on both sides, right? And you can choose how high or short you want to make this video to compensate. What if you don't want the video there? And then you could actually have these buttons running all the way across to the top. Now at that point, it's kind of overkill. But yeah, you could turn the whole thing off. If you want, you can turn all of this off and just have the home come up right away. Okay, so these are the kinds of options that you have here right now. There's more. For those of you that understand about Google Maps API, you need an API key built in, and you want that API key to work when you export the website. So we will give you an API key, but yes, it is absolutely built into the template. Okay. If you wonder how hard it is to integrate, and look at all the controls you have, by the way, for everything. The API key is really, really easy to integrate. You can decide how tall the map should be. You can literally decide that. You can make it taller or smaller. If you have a custom image for the Google pin for a certain industry, so you don't want the pin to be this little red one. Anyone not know, you can go to google.com/images or something and look up Google pin, blue, and you'll see all these different pins you can download, okay? You can literally download your favorite pins and just use the image there instead of this one, okay? That works. Here's an API key. So all you do is paste it in. You just paste it in. So if you're exporting these, it's going to carry the API key with it, which is great because each API key allows, I think it's 25,000 views per day of that Google map, okay? So you can use an API key for a whole lot of websites. Then if someone needs to change it, they can just go change it, all right? If you have a panel, you just log into the panel and change the key here, okay? If you need to export with a new key, just export the same project with the new key. By the way, can you save your projects? Yes, because if you couldn't save your projects, you wouldn't be able to flip between them easily, but you can. You can do everything you want in all the settings, and then you can go to download the feed file and literally download everything you did. So that, what you're downloading, is the entire website minus the images. It's all the settings and everything that you've been working on. So now what could I do? I could go and redo an entire new project. I can delete the pages, put in new pages, go change everything. Colors, images, everything. Then when I'm done and I export that website for someone else, guess what I would probably do? Download that sample feed file too and give it a new name for the second project, whatever that is. And then let's say sometime later a guy comes back and says, hey, I need to, whatever, change my API key. You can say, oh, okay. And you can import that guy's project from wherever it is that you saved it. You know, assuming that you saved it somewhere, you can go and get it and import it. Okay. And when you import it, boom, everything goes right back. So then you can go change the API key and export the project again to overwrite. Then what? Then import the other project you were just working on to override everything and continue with your normal work. Isn't that pretty cool? Okay, with that in mind, here's going to be the offer because this is a really cool template. We got paid 900 bucks to create this just the new features that you have here in this template, okay? So here's going to be what we do with this, all right? In themes, right now, there are variations of this particular layout for this particular industry. Okay, that's with the sidebar long, or I'm sorry, the banner blocks long on the left or short on the left, short on the right, you know, long on the right. There's just different variations set up in here. Okay, here's what we're going to do. And so I could flip between any one of these right now and just go working on it. And it's just for convenience, really, that we set those up just to get the banner heights for the banner and the different blocks arranged nicely. Now, here's going to be the deal. If you go to the software installer tool, if you have not bought it, go get it, okay? And that's come here to softwareinstaller.com. That's all you need to do, forwards to this page, but it's software-installer.com. And when you come here, okay, you won't be able to log in until you get an account, but you can get one right here. Click, and it tells you what you can do for free, by the way. For all of you who don't know, okay, there's a lot of free stuff you can do in here. So click, and here's where you join. Just enter your email address, your first name. If you have a coupon code, put it in. If you don't, that's okay. Hit get access now. All right, that'll get you in. And then once you're in, you're going to be able to log in. Okay. And so if I log in, hit upgrade for strong growth, and that gives you some options. Okay. You can get on the $19 a month rental. Okay. Rent to own, or the $29 a month rent to own, or you can get the whole software installer tool right now. If you buy the software installer tool right now, we will include that new template for you. Okay, you'll get it. All right. Again, we were paid $900 to create this. Okay, and this is something we're giving you with the software installer tool. Okay. Now, the other thing that's interesting about that is this. Here's one more thing we want to do, and here's where I said it's a cool group effort. Anybody who's buying it before the end of this weekend, okay, before Monday, if you buy it, here's what we're allowing you to do. You send us which version, which industry you would like a version of this for, and what we will do is create one like this for your industry, your choice of industry. Okay, so we'll make one for your industry, not locksmiths, obviously, but somebody else. Now, here's the biggest, coolest part about that. Okay, for all of you guys who are getting it before the end of the weekend, you're all going to tell us what industries you want. We are going to do all those different templates. We're going to give all of those variations we do for all of the buyers, however many of them you guys are that are participating in this. Okay, we're going to give a copy sort of anonymously. Won't necessarily know whose is whose, but that's just it. You're all pitching in towards a goal. We are going to give you all the combination of industry templates into your panel. So not only will you get all the power of the panel with all of the things it can do, but you will literally be able to choose between your industries inside this brand new panel, just like this. You just switch to activate whichever industry you want. And you can save all those projects you do for all those industries, and you can create new projects. You can export unlimited numbers of websites for each of them, for anyone. All right. So this right here gives you a tremendous amount of power. You can set up your own websites and your own subdomains, your own domains, your own add-on domains, and you'll have the latest, greatest panel to do it with. It's really a big deal, and you're going to absolutely love the control you get with this panel, all the things that come with it. Finally, it's pretty intuitive. For people go, how hard is it to learn? We almost never get questions about how to operate it because it's pretty intuitive. And then if you would like, I mean, there are topics here. You can hover over this and it'll bring you to that topic, right? You can hover over this, it'll bring you to the topic, right? It'll bring you to the topic. And going through these will just help you understand exactly what's going on with everything, okay? So there you go. If you have any questions, let us know. But other than that, all I'm going to say is this. Get in. If you haven't done it, go sign up. Get in. And then get that software installer tool. It's just $295. It gives you everything that you're going to get anyway. If you buy it, what do you get? You get 5 cPanels on our dedicated server to put websites on. It's 5 whole cPanels. If you want to start backlinking yourself with several projects on 4 of them, go right ahead. Okay. And the fact that you're already going to have entirely different templates to be able to do it with, go ahead. And you get license keys so that you can upgrade all your panels, all the ones you like, go ahead. You also get the standard 60 plus templates and landing pages that we have now, which is already massive. This is already no joke. So it's worth doing. Okay. But if let's say 10 of you actually got in and you decided to got this and you sent the list of the templates you want, okay? Well, you're going to get those 10 templates, all right? So that's like getting them each for $29.50 if that was all you got, okay? What if 20 people got in? Then it's like getting those templates for 15 bucks each, okay? And you get 20 of them. And if you got 5 cPanels and you've got 20 entirely different industry templates, and you could put like 4 up per panel on add-on domains or subdomains, whatever you want to do, You're really putting yourself in business to start backlinking yourself in different industries. You're backlinking others. Offer yourself as referral networks for backlinking others. And we will give you some advice on the quickest and easiest way to pound content in your panels. And for those of you who don't know, most of the biggest reason that we created Theme to HTML was to create massive websites. Okay, there is a tool called the T to HA toolbar. It's a macro for Excel. Okay, when you buy the software installer tool, you will get this T to HA toolbar, which is powerful. And the videos that go along with it will show you how to make massive websites if you want. And what do I mean by massive? I mean that you can actually create 100,000 page website if you want. Okay, 100,000 page website, all your website, okay, with this tool. You can do it. All right, and you can do it with all of them, all those templates you have. All you have to do is use your imagination for how you want to handle up on it. Anyway, there you go. There's your upgrade for strong growth button. And this kind of gives you an intro, but that's our deal. Buy it before the weekend ends and you will get in on this big advantage that we're giving everyone. And you're going to be so happy you got it. It's our latest, greatest panel. It's got looping video. You can use it for any industry. We're going to set up several industries. Whatever you guys are sending to us, we'll create and we'll share it amongst you. And that's what I mean by group share. We're going to do some other cool group share offerings later. And you guys who are getting into it are just going to love to keep joining those things because you'll understand. So just keep your ears and eyes out as you get in for what comes next. Because the next group share thing we're going to do is going to be offerings for what you can do with all these templates you're just getting now. Okay? Really powerful stuff. It's worth it, guys. It's really cheap. It's some of the best stuff we've ever done. In years and years and years, probably the last 10 years, this has got to be the strongest opportunity that we actually have for you guys now. Okay, I hope you like it, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the inside. Okay, take care.